good morning this morning and welcome to Morning Pulse, the pulse of Nigerian politics. My name is Sharon Enemchuku. Joining me live in the studio, I have with me my co-host, Ifoma Oji and Mr. Daniel Sacramento. Good morning. How are you all doing?
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
How are you all doing?
We are live and kicking.
Thank God. Mr. Sacramento,
Yes.
you should be rejoicing today.
Why?
I guess
you know. Every day is rejoicing.
I know, but today should be special. Anyways, we're moving first to the people of Anambra that have finally spoken. Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, ABGA, has emerged victorious in the governorship election. A former central bank governor, Soludo's win is being seen as both a reaffirmation of ABGA's stronghold in Anambra and a test of his promise to deliver transformational governance. But what does this mean for Anambra's political future, for ABGA as a regional party, and for the larger national political balance ahead of 2027? Then we shift to a heated national conversation. Reports of a so-called Christian genocide have sparked a verbal clash between the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, and the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. Both groups have exchanged strong words, reflecting rising religious tension in the country. How deep is Nigeria's turbulence? I guess we'll discuss all of that on the show. But first, that's why we're congratulating Mr. Sacramento. Not that he's working with the Soludo government, but he is passionate about the 5 southeastern governors, and we know he will be very excited about this news. So over the weekend, we had the Anambra State gubernatorial elections, seen with over 16 candidates, I think 16 candidates contesting for the #1 seat in Anambra State. Let's talk about the election before the announcement, okay? Now, I'm going to start with you. Josh Amupiton, the new INEC chairman, promised us free, fair election, starting with the Anambra gubernatorial elections. Do you think that he lived up to that promise during the election?
Okay, first of all, congratulations are in order for Governor Soludo of Anambra State.
Yes.
I wouldn't take that away from him, even though I have a lot of reservations.
Is the reservations want to hear?
I'm coming to that, but I just congratulate him first of all. And then concerning the electoral process and what the promise Amupiton made, I think he didn't live up to that. First of all, yes, he deployed about 55,000 police or security agents, which was good, but we didn't see that playing out in some polling units. There were polling units that, some people were involved in physical, feast or fight, and you could see people in those locations saying, are you not a security agent? Are you not supposed to separate the fight? Why are you not doing your work? And not just that's number one. And then we equally saw a video of some polling units that the electoral materials were kind of littered everywhere, and they were asking, where are the INEC officials? Who are the people that did this? You understand, that did this mess? And that was aside. We equally saw some polling units whereby there were cases of vote buying outside the premises of the polling unit, and a lot of electoral malpractices going on here and there. And we are asking, is this the promise that Amupiton made to the people of Nigeria and the people of Anambra State? People of maybe APC will actually have their own reservation, because a lot of them, even the governor candidate, will say that there was a lot of vote buying involved in the process, even though some people will still tell you that he was equally involved in electoral malpractice or stuff like that. So
and it's just about the one that won the most, that bought the
exactly
most.
And then I have questions. I have some questions. These the results. They said Soludo cleared about 400 and something thousand votes.
Over 400,000.
Yes, we know most definitely from the internet, and we had correspondents who were having information that there was voter apathy. You understand? People didn't turn out en masse for the vote. So how did we arrive at the over 400,000 votes? Those are things that are still vague. We are yet to understand what's going on. And how is it that those polling units that there was electoral malpractices involved, why is it that nobody probed into it to confirm or corroborate if there is any form of vote buying or anything like that? And INEC just went ahead to declare Soludo winner. So that's just my take. I still feel he didn't live up to the expectations or the promises.
And from all of those points now, saying that you're not impressed with Josh Amupitan's delivery in the Anambra gubernatorial elections, and with this landslide victory, we know that Soludo has come out in the open to say that he wants to surpass the 20% victory in the past, and he wants to see more voter engagement. And we are also seeing in the news he won in all 21 local government areas with over 400,000 votes. Mr. Sacramento, now, do you think that this was genuine? The victory was genuine, free and fair, 21. And that, you know, he achieved that voter enthusiasm in the election?
Okay, Sharon, there is no biasness in the election. Definitely in every 12 there was always going to be a Judas. But what we are saying is that what Amopito did in this election was, if we were to give him a pass mark or a mark in it, we'll give him 80%.
Wow.
Yes, 80%.
That's excellent.
80% in the sense that violence was not had. Snatching of ballot boxes was not hard how it used to be elsewhere. You know, there was a lot of decorum in the election. Now, normally there's going to be vote buying, normally, because this is something that has eaten deep into the society. You understand? Now, when you talk about the victory of Governor Soludo, you see, one of the things that made him outstanding, in as much as the informer said there's is empathy of
voter apathy.
Voter apathy. Now let me tell you, when a man understands the vision and his mission, it makes his journey easier. You understand? This is a man who came to serve. He didn't come to govern. He came for service. And he said he is here to serve. Number one, he said, don't call me His Excellency. I'm not to say that excellency only belongs to God. So if you check what he answered is Mr. Governor. That's what we call, and that's what you call every of the people that are within him. This Mr. Commissioner, Mr. Governor, that is his name. Now, the day he was sworn in, the next day he went to Okpoko. Okpoko is a slump that has been forgotten for more than 30-something years.
Wow.
He made Okpoko a new heaven. So he started doing some legacy projects. You understand? He started doing a lot of legacy projects. So this is the first time, like I've said this here before, and I understand, you should verify. What governors do in appointing teachers or recruiting teachers, they like doing that when they are going out so that they will pack the bulk of the payment and every stress for the next person that will come on board. Soludo never did. He did in his first tenure, employed 8,115 teachers. You understand what it means? So this is a man who has come. Then youths, if you check his cabinet, the oldest people in his cabinet is only 2 or 3. The rest are youths. He says it is high time the youths do not take the back seat, but the front seat.
Okay.
That's why he did 1 youth, 2 skills. Has empowered so many youths. Many, making them employers of labor. Do you understand? He shared seedlings of 1 million, 2 million seedlings of coconut, palm oil, all this. So why I'm giving these details, things that really made him stand out. Now, this is the first time in the history of Nigerian politics that a sitting governor who was supposed to be giving out money to, whenever he goes for campaign, the people that is down campaigning are the ones giving him money.
Okay. So, Mr. Sacramento, now, you're saying it's because of the personality of Soludo.
That's what I'm not even I'm not talking about his personality. I'm talking about his achievements.
What about
very strategic.
What about Taiwan?
Now, let me tell you, so that let me clear you on this. Dubai, Taiwan is a mantra. You must understand this fact.
Has he lived up to it?
Yes, he has. When you're talking about, that's why I said, that's why I'm taking time to explain this. Have you ever been to Ekulobia? Ekulobia was, Ekulobia ought to be an urban setting. But Ekulobia became a den of its own, a village. People hardly, you just passed through it. And he has federal presence. Nothing happened there till today. Please, travel to, if you know there, travel to Ekulobia today. From
I believe that there are a lot of dilapidated roads around Anambra State.
Yes.
A lot of people will tell you that.
No, let me tell you.
If you're singing this
nobody
I need you to equally balance the fact that you live up to Taiwan, Dubai,
hold on. In just 1 second, tenor, please. So that you don't blow things out of.
But he said he was going to do that earlier.
You know that the question.
He has done that. That's why I'm reading out. Do you know that this is the only state?
You are reading.
Do you know that this is the only state? Hold on. Do you know that this is the only state?
Why not equally
do you know Anambra State?
That there were lapses in this administration?
That's why you should hold on so that when I wrap up,
that's what I'm waiting for.
You can go to court later. Now, this is the only state where delivery is free. Any type of delivery. This is the only state, Governor Soludo State, is the only state where education is free from nursery to secondary school.
The hospital is in terrible condition.
That's not true. Please, show me one. Show me one, please.
The hospital is in terrible condition. They will not attend to you. A lot of people will tell you that.
When was the deficit
Let's balance the reports.
Have you ever been to Amati before? You were saying what people said.
It's not what people said.
This is a place.
I have been there
so that you see the new trauma center.
So before they were changed to you,
that is why you could say that is why you are saying
a lot of things that you need to fix. So don't sing his praises like he's the savior.
That is why you are saying the landslide victory.
The over 400,000. You know, that's my next question. We have 2.1 million registered votes, right?
Good.
And during the pre-registration, INEC came out to, when we saw the numbers, we saw in the beginning 1,000 pre-registered votes when they opened it up. And INEC came out to tell us Osun State had over 400,000 pre-registered votes in 2025. Now, with that sort of voter apathy towards the pre-registration and with what we saw, how is it that 21 local governments, we heard reports that Ukachukwu won his polling units in the election. How is it that he was still able to win 21 local government areas with over 400,000 votes when people in Anambra State, you know, did not come out en masse as much as possible? You know, that was what I want to understand.
No, I think he needs to answer that.
Now let me tell you.
Yes.
You see, people were crying wolves when Governor Soludo was telling his supporters that he's going to give 10 million if you do well and all these things.
So you think that's what helped now?
No, let me call it. One. Secondly, Anambra has this attitude. They will come out en masse in all the campaign. You will see 20 million people. You will see during the election, you won't see people. They are fond of that. Go and check it. So
did he truly sue the 21 local government?
Now, let me tell you, winning of 21 local government is not a new thing in Anambra State. Governor Willie, yes. Governor Willie,
did he win it or not?
I said he won 21 over 21. INEC read it. It's not him that read it. Okay. INEC counted votes in everybody's presence. Okay. So you saw it. It's not about Soludo now. He wasn't even in the center where it was being counted. This is not the first time Abga is winning 21 over 21.
Okay, so it's not the first time.
No. We know they are not the man who gave him baton. In his first, 1 21 over 21.
Including Goba Kanu.
Then the second tenor, he won 20. Hey, hear me now, so that you have facts. Argue with facts. He won 20 over 21. The only one that was out was Nnewi North, where late Senator Ifanyoba won. Every other one, ABGA cleared everywhere.
All right, so now let's also talk about ABGA, right? ABGA has a strong presence in Anambra State, but it seems as though it's just Anambra State that ABGA has such power. How do we think coming towards 2027 now? There's also another question I want to ask before this, and it's also the issue of defection.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of defections recently. Is this something that we see the Anambra State governor tittering towards, maybe even as he progresses during the second tenure?
Okay, I think I would like to think. I think we are seeing, for me, what I'm seeing and what a lot of people will see, for the fact that the governor of Enugu State was able to defect after being in PDP for a very long time, and we know that PDP has a stronghold in Enugu State, but that's this thing changed. That's what the landscape changed automatically when he defected. We saw a lot of political key holders in Enugu State defecting. So I'm equally seeing that something like that is really going to happen, for the fact that, I mean, everybody is headed towards the central power. Everybody wants to be close to the federal government, you understand, for everything that comes with it, every benefit that comes with it. So I'm definitely sure that APGA would definitely defect to PDP, to APC. I think Mr. Sacramento can.
If Ifeoma has never been in politics, so maybe she's making an assumption.
Wow, but she can.
No, that's why I'm saying. That's why I call it an assumption.
We'll still come back here to
that's why I call it
assumptions.
Now, you have to understand this fact. APGA is not we don't call it a political party. They call it a movement, a political movement. It has been there. It has a roof where it's coming from. That is the truth about it.
PDP did
and
not
they
have
see it
as
a party of late Chukwemeka Odumegwu, who is the grand patron, the BOT chairman, before he passed on, of the party. So it has where it's coming from. Now, I want to correct an impression. APGA is not just about Anambra State. APGA, the former daughter of, the daughter of the former Senate President, David Mark, won House of Representatives through APGA. In Abia State, Senator Enyinia Baribe is in APGA. When you go to Bayelsa State, one of the either deputy house or is an APGA member. So they have won some vital positions.
But not as prominent as other APC.
No, not as prominent. APGA is the third largest political party in Anambra State. In Nigeria, sorry. It's the third largest political party in Nigeria. That's what APGA is. So the truth about it is that this is a party that has stayed in succession from P2B to Obiano, from Obiano to Soludo at stretch.
So you don't see that defection happening?
No. If it was, you can't put APGA. APGA has had a lot of people left. P2B left. APGA still remains. That's the truth. So when there must be defection, even as much as the largest defection that has happened in the history of political parties that's happening in PDP. No, in PDP now. It doesn't mean that PDP has packed up. There are still loyal people that are there that will still be there till it comes up. SDP has been there since time immemorial and is still functioning up to now. So that is the truth about.
Right.
That is the truth
so
about.
You are saying that APGA's stance is deeply rooted because of Chukwuma's
and the level of how people has accepted the party.
Now, and there's also, just finally, as we move on to the next story, with what we just saw now, because a lot of people came out to say that the Anambra gubernatorial election is a litmus test for 2027. With what we just saw now with this election, how do you perceive Joash Amopitan will be able to handle the presidential elections come 2027?
Sharon, this question now is dicey, because to me, even though in some polling units, some people will say that everything went quite smoothly, it was sleek and the rest of them, but it doesn't say the same for every other polling unit. You understand? We are still electoral malpractice in some polling units. Yes, of course, I know that Amopitan is not going to come down to Anambra to observe in different polling units, but he sent spies, he sent people that could monitor it. So I'm like, where are those reports from these people that he sends to monitor? I thought they were supposed to report back to him, but what we are seeing now, they've already declared the winner of the Anambra State Goba election without the electoral monitors giving feedback on what exactly happened. People in different polling units that was involved in this, that these electoral malpractices happened, equally gave their reports online that this is what is going on. So we're yet to hear from them. So with this now, if I'm to judge what is going to happen in 2027, 2027, I'm actually not seeing a headway, or rather something positive coming out of 2027 election.
All right.
Let me help him a little bit. Please, INEC has...
Don't help me. It is my own opinion.
INEC has no power to cancel any election. That's one of the things. That's why you see after election there is a tribunal. You understand? Election tribunal. Those are the people, you know, where the law stated will look into any malpractice. So you have to prove it beyond every reasonable doubt before a cancellation could take effect.
So are you seeing 2027 free and fair election from George Amupiton?
Let me tell you, by what, you know, I don't like judging people by just one thing. There are more elections that are going to come on board. You understand? So from there, you'll be able to see, be able to judge.
Okay. So you don't want to give your comments?
No, I don't want to give.
I don't really like the fact that Mr. Sacramento is not balancing this report. From everything I said now, I said that there are some polling units that was peaceful.
Yes.
I tell you,
that's what I'm saying.
there were some polling units that electoral malpractice was involved. But why is it that you are not confirming that? You're not saying that you saw online too. You saw that there were equally things like that happening in some polling units. I said that been issue. I didn't hear you say that.
That's what.
So I would love you to balance it.
I said in every 12 there was be a Judas. You heard me say that.
Okay.
And there is always a Thomas as well. So there is no time you will have a free and fair election. That is the truth.
So is it not something that I'm talking about 2027?
Okay, no, 2027. That's what I'm trying to say. In 2027, maybe if we see more of the like Osun State's own is about to come. Another state is coming. It is when you watch like 3, 4, you see you look at the outcome of the election. You might now, that's where you can have the picture to judge the INEC official Amepiton to say, this man is able to do that, or other will say, we will just tell you 2027 might be more dangerous than this.
All right, so you're not using the Anambra state to judge.
No, I would not, because this is just his first litmus test.
Okay, and Ifoma has already made her judgment ahead of the 2027 elections. Now we want to know what you think in the comment section. You've seen what has happened, what went down during the weekend during the Anambra state governorship elections. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Is there a headway for Nigeria come 2027? Even as we move on to the next story, still talking about the issues that are perplexing Nigeria with the PFN and the Islamic Council going back and forth. We'll take a quick look at a video that has gone viral ever since it was published, and we'll come back and give our comments.
Kuma har yanzu a wasu sassa na yankin shuka ba ta fitowa ma a wuraren da suka jefa bom. Kuma su ne suka kai hari kasar Afghanistan. Shi ma tarihi ba zai manta.
That was a video showing some Islamist Nigerian burning the United States flag and pictures of President Donald Trump. That particular video is very disturbing, and it has made its wave around social media, and I'm going to take some comments from X to ascertain what people are saying. Inner Peace says, waving Russian flags slapped with charges like treason, but today a U.S. flag gets touched in broad daylight in Nigeria and no arrests, no DSS raids, no noise. Nigerian government hates America but loves the terrorists. Coming from Inner Peace. Uche says, has our security forces arrested anyone, or they only arrest peaceful demonstrators? Did they obtain police permit to protest, or the police did not see them when they were protesting? Pressure says this is the best time for APC members in the US, Canada and Europe to show solidarity with the government of Tinubu by staging an anti-Trump protest. As APC and ISWAP are mobilizing morons to protest in Nigeria, those in abroad should show solidarity too. Finally, Fully Nigerian says they are giving Donald Trump the same treatment they gave ex-President Jonathan. Now we know who really instigated the protest against ex-President Jonathan. And those are the comments on X. These are what people are saying. And I'm just starting with what is going on with PFN and the Islamic Council. Now, the PFN president has come out to say that there is no other name or any other tag that you can call what is happening in northern Nigeria, if not a Christian genocide. Now, the Islamic Council has come out to counter that, saying that these are just political battles going on and they are politically engineered. But that particular video, what's your take, Ifoma? What we just saw now?
I don't know what is really wrong with, Nigerians. The problem we're having mostly is, you see, poverty. We have poverty mindset. You see, illiteracy, it's entrenched and embedded, and it's as if there is no form or there is no way you can orient people and you wipe out illiteracy or poverty from their mindsets. Now, I'm not talking about poverty monetarily. I'm talking about poverty of the mind. Now, you can't kind of get information and confirm exactly what that information entails. You just go ahead because probably they paid you little amount of money. You move to the street and you start protesting what you don't even have basis. You don't even have any information about. Now, I keep on saying is that these Americans, they are not saying that they are going to invade Nigeria. They say they are coming to erase terrorist attack on Christians or Christian genocide in Nigeria. That's the only thing they said. Now, for the fact that you are fighting against them means that you're comfortable with the killings of people in the north. You're comfortable with not just killings of Christians, but entire people. Now in the north, tens and thousands of people have died. Tens and thousands of people have been displaced. It means that you're comfortable with the life you're living in Nigeria. You're comfortable with poverty. You're comfortable with insecurity. You're comfortable with killings, vicious attacks, and the rest of them. You're comfortable with it. And it pains so much that people that are mourning their loved ones are seeing these things online, and they're asking themselves, when will they ever get justice? It's such a sad situation, to be honest.
Mr. Daniel Sacramento, what are your thoughts on that video?
Well, it shows that America is right in what they have said. It showed the level of poverty in the north. This protest happened somewhere in Kanu, if I'm not mistaken. And it shows the level of people's stupidity. Now, these are northern people that are hit with insecurity. The most. With the terrorist stuff. Now, United States is coming to assist in stopping this banditry and terrorism that is ongoing and the genocide. And you people, they've gone back. Those people who are cashing in into that issues we have, insecurity, are the ones bringing out these vulnerable ones to come on board and make such protests. Now, they don't even know the implications of burning the US flag. They don't even have idea. But those criminals who are behind the protest knows that. Now, you have no right. America has not invaded us. So there was no basicity of burning American flag. There was no basicity of burning the flag, the picture of Trump.
We're raising the Russian flag.
And let them know now that if Trump decides that he wants to come, even they will be sleeping when it will happen.
Before you sleep and wake up.
Before they will wake up, America has concluded everything.
And they've
gone back home. And they are all resting. So this madness has to stop. Like I said, the presidency have not really arisen to address this matter. And like you rightfully asked, why is there no arrest in such things? It tells you the level of collaboration concerning this protest, which is not called for. Now, going to the genocide thing between the Islamic and the PFN, you see, when people begin to shield nonsense, it shows what the person looks like. When Kabiru Sokoto on December 25th he was arrested, apprehended as people who Madala December 25th, where people were all killed inside a church. What name would you give that?
Okay. Yes.
Even what name
as I'm speaking to you, do you know that Kabiru Sokoto has been released? So let them not just overflow this issue. For crying out loud, there is a Christian genocide. In as much as the Christian, what is happening in Plateau State?
Okay.
It's just because the Christians have refused, to react the way they react. When they killed Deborah, they said she blasphemed.
Stoned her to death.
They stoned her and burned her. What would that be called? So they should pipe low. The people, you don't teach American what. These are reports you people built over time, sent to them, and they have their radar. They see these things. They know the truth. So there should be no reason where people should be crying over explained
or denying
all these things.
I wanted to say something. There was something you read from the comment section about someone saying something about where are the military men, where are the police to tear gas these people. Now it's the same thing that we are talking about in the system. Now people that come out to protest peacefully, you will not react. You react to them.
No, they reacted to them.
You tear gas them. But these people have come out to burn flags.
Maybe they didn't see them.
They were not aware.
They definitely they saw them.
Show now.
Exactly. That's the people that
came out now. By now they would have come.
It is very loud, right? There are things that happen in Nigeria, in our country, that is very loud. It is not something that they try to hide as much. Now it is very worrisome that we have things like this even in 2025. And again, I'm taking from a comment that I saw on X saying that this is what they did for ex-president Jonathan, and they're doing so. I think they think Jonathan and Donald Trump are the same people, but they are two different presidents. They have two different beliefs and the way they run their businesses. So this is a situation where we think the religious leaders now should step in instead of the whole back and forth. Oh, there is nothing like that going on. Address these things while it's still hot before it becomes something that we cannot control even as a nation. This is what we have to call it short for this particular conversation. Thank you, my co-host Ifeoma and our analyst, Mr. Daniel Sacramento, for your thoughts on this particular headlines. Now, remember that if you're watching, you're free to give us your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you're thinking about what we're discussing over here. And if you're also yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Endeavor to do that right away. And also follow us across all social media platforms. You can find me on my personal Instagram and Facebook at Sharon Chuku and Jirifoma.
You can find me on Facebook at Oji Sophia and on Instagram at Misolex.
Mr. Daniel, always in the studio. So we'll come your way again later today. Do have a good morning.